I don't know if you can hear me very well because there's a furnace right here. But welcome to my new studio. It does not have windows, but it is bigger than my old studio space. So I'm okay with it not having windows. It's also really tall. Okay, so we moved in 3 days ago, fully been unpacking, and I'm finally at a stage where I can work on setting up my art space. I'm also working on the storage space, which is the other side of the room behind the camera. Um, but I'm going to be filming, bringing you guys along with setting up my new studio over here. So, I'm Rose. Welcome to the vlog, the studio vlog. Hopefully you can hear me. I am switching over to voiceover now because the furnace is very loud. Alright, so first things first, I have to clean the floor because I am painting it. I hate that it's just like normal plain concrete. It looks messy and I want something a little bit cleaner. So I've actually already painted the other side, but now I'm painting this side. Just a nice gray, just so there's not like all the cracks and stains and things aren't as visible anymore. It's the same thing that I actually did in my second studio back in Ontario. So it's just like concrete floor paint, just cleaning it up. That's the first thing I'm doing. It looks so nice now. I love it. Okay, and now I get to do the fun part, which is actually like bringing in all my stuff and organizing it and then decorating. But it's gonna take a while. I'm gonna need to do so much like unpacking and stuff. I have very limited storage space in here. My last studio in Ontario, I took full advantage of having cupboards in my studio space. So I have like no storage now. All I have are some shelves, which is really not helpful at all. Luckily, I do have like a bunch of little bins that go in the shelves, but because my bedroom isn't done yet, I'm actually missing one of my shelves that I'm playing with right now. I actually have two of them, but I currently only have one for in my studio. So yeah, anyways, figured that out. I wanted to have a nice background to like have behind me in videos, so I was trying to make the pretty shelves be up high so that you can actually like see them behind me when I'm filming. And then I'll have my table in the middle, and that will be the setup. I have my pretty little unfinished painting. But yeah, the plan is that I'll be able to have my table right there, sit down, and you'll be able to see some of the shelves and the painting behind. And that is my background. And now we get to do the fun part, which is unpacking all of my art supplies. I have so much. This is not all of it. So I have these 6, and I also just banged my head on my totes as I was pulling them. I don't know how, but I did it. I really have a skill for hurting myself. Okay, first 6 totes. Then I've got 3 more right here. I have a whole pile over to the right of all my rolls of paper. And then I've also got those 3 totes that are off to the side. Oh, 4 totes. But I think mine are only the 3, and then the bottom one is somebody else's. I was going to like walk through what I'm finding in all the totes, but my microphone wasn't working for some reason, so now it's just silence. But I decided I wanted to lay out all the totes because I'm not totally sure what's in them. Okay, I've got a lot going on here. I found half of a rug. That will be where my table goes. Then I've got decor and clothes, yarn, canvases, painting, whatever stuff, miscellaneous, canvases, decor, future projects, decor, finished projects, decor, painting, miscellaneous, decor, painting, plus some sewing, paper. Yeah, there we go. And I've got that to organize, and I've got this shelf to organize my stuff. So I've been sitting here trying to figure out what to do, how to do it, and it is chaos. I need to wash my carpet. So I think I've decided what I'm going to do because I need to do stuff. I'm going to find all of my bins and take them out and put them down, and that is where I'm starting. This is so chaotic. Why did I think it would be a good idea to open everything?
Making a mess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we are down to the last little bit. Still have one tote, and I've got that pretty well organized, as best as it's gonna be. I want to put stuff in pink things. I'll put my sewing machine and my Cricut over here just to store. That is actually decor, so I can't do much with it because I don't really have anywhere to put any of that right now. So I'm just gonna focus on over here and figuring out all this. See, those are all empty right now, but these are all full. So my plan is to empty all of these and organize them into those. And then I have a bunch of like little sketchbooks and stuff that I'm gonna put on the shelves. And this is gonna be looking amazing. I just went and washed my carpet. So all that is left after everything's been organized and the carpet's been brought back in here is to bring in my table. I'm excited to be able to start working again. Oh my god. Okay. The carpet is in. Yay. It's all crumpled up from the wash though, which is really annoying. But I'm hoping it will settle eventually. Especially after I put the table on it. And I just realized I don't think it's actually long enough for the table. I might need to bring in the other half and have them both in here if I want this to work out. But I want to focus on cleaning all this up because I've just kind of left it all here for the last like 2 weeks. And it's time to clean it up, put it away, get the table in here, and actually get to work. Well, that is as good as it's gonna get. I have no other storage. So this is my studio for the foreseeable future. We potentially might finish this wall, like actually finish it and then get proper storage, but that is like months to years from now. So this is my art room. I'm hoping to declutter a little bit once my bedroom is finished because I am getting a closet made. I have no closet, so here we go. It's done, it's clean, it's as organized as it's going to get, and I can officially start working in here once I bring the table in. I'm kind of scared of the table right now though, because I've been finding spiders in the house, and yes, they're small ones, but they're still spiders. And that's in the house. The table currently is actually in the garage, and that scares me. So yeah, anyways, what can you do? I'll probably set up just like a makeshift table using a tote. In the meantime, I still have that whole tote to unpack, but like, where am I putting it? Yeah, anyways, that's it. That's all. Hope you enjoyed. I guess maybe I'll do like a little tour. This is it. I tried to make that pretty. I'm hoping that I can take videos where like the table cuts it off and then you only see me and above. That might not happen if I'm using a tote for my table though, so we'll see. But I've got all my vendor sale display stuff right there. Then I've got some just like bags and blankets and stuff, decor, fan, heater, miscellaneous that I'll have to go through. The top tote is actually decor for in here, but there's nowhere to put it. The bottom tote is actually decor for my bedroom, which there's also nowhere to put it, so it's right here. All my papers and rolls of paper back there. Then I've got all my canvases and notebooks, all my small canvases. I still have a giant tote in the hallway of all my big canvases, so I have to bring that in here. I have to figure out where to put it. So I made that all pretty. That's actually an unfinished painting, but it's kind of growing on me. I've got my finished product, a whole bunch of seashells that I'm excited to paint. That needs to be reorganized, but again, that's just like another day, whatever. Then I've got all my like tools, so my knives and hammers and screws and whatever else are on there. More sketchbooks and some frames. Then I've got my painting tote. This is all of my palettes. Oh my god. Palettes, towels, blah, blah, blah. All of my drawing stuff. I got oil pastels, pencil crayons, all those in there. Paper and stuff for Cricut. And then kind of just more miscellaneous. And then over here, we have yarn and all of my sewing stuff. Some more, this is all stuff for my store. These are all just like miscellaneous jewelry and sculpting. Oh, my pencil sharpener. I've been looking for that. More paper. I have this that I can still put stuff into. Sewing, iron. My ironing board is actually over here. And then all of my paints, which normally go on my cart, but because I have no storage in my bedroom, I'm using my cart, so all of my paint is right here. All of my paints, all my glues, my inks, everything is in here until I can empty off the cart and then I can load the cart up. And last but not least, out here is my jewelry cart. And then I have a little bit of stuff there that my cat stole because I have some finished product in there as well. And then I have my little thing over there because I've been sitting on the couch making jewelry. And then I have a bunch of finished canvases that I am really excited to be uploading as prints to my website in a couple of weeks. So that will be launching in a couple of weeks, and that will be really fun and cool. And I'm excited to finally get these uploaded. Alrighty, that is it. That is all. I'm done now. I'm tired. On top of doing that, I've also been cleaning the house like on and off all week and unpacking, and then I have school stuff. I'm tired. Been painting nonstop. Walls, not like actual painting. I'm so excited to do painting. Okay, now I'm done and goodbye. I lied. I'm not done because literally the next morning after I was good and done and ready to get in there to start working, we had a flood in our basement. Our well, because we're on a well system, was overfilled and flooded our basement, which means it flooded my art room because my art room is where all the like house mechanical shit is. So yeah, it was flooded and I got to take everything apart, pack it all back up and move it out. And so here's where we are now. Good morning. Um, we had a flood yesterday morning in this room. So we had to get everything out. And now I get to redo it. Fun. It was really funny. I was actually just about to come in here and try working, and my sister walked in and water all over the floor. So I have to check my sewing machine. I still haven't checked to see if it's damaged or not because it was on the floor with all the water. All of my sewing supplies was on the floor, so like all of my fabrics. So I have to go through and check all those. And then my soft, comfy, fluffy carpet was also on the floor, obviously. It was full of water. Like, I'm talking completely dripping wet, soaked of water. So that is currently drying outside. Um, I mean, luckily I had my carpet and all my fabrics on the floor because it absorbed a lot of the water. So there was a lot less damage than there could have been. But yeah, so my studio flooded, and now I get to redecorate and organize and renovate and whatever. So much fun. So I guess let's do it all again. It's also like 6 a.m. Okay, this might be a bad idea, but I think I'm gonna put my table on risers so that I can put my like shelves and carts and stuff underneath it just for more room and storage. So, since that last little clip, I have probably redone this space 3 more times. I got some new storage. I got a new counter built in the back. This space looks almost completely different, but not quite completely different. But it is finally kind of done. I don't know. It's a studio. It's never going to be fully completed, and like I'll never make changes again. So I'm just kind of okay with where it is now. And so here is my studio tour. Welcome to the studio. So here is, of course, the entrance. I have my craft supplies, sketchbooks, art books, all piled up right here. My Venice Biennale 2024 book is here. This is kind of just like decorative, but also actual supplies. Like my sewing machine is currently on the floor. Probably shouldn't be, but it is. And then I have this table right here, which was in my last studio. And it's lovely because it has wheels. And it has this thingy that pops open to give me more space. So I can move it around however I want, which has been great. I'm able to pull it away from the wall, have it in the middle of the room. I can be over here, camera over there, or the other way. So let me show you the other side of the studio. So this is the other side. Now, my dad was kind enough to actually build me a counter. So this is a counter using the old bar top because my parents had a bar and they took it out because they had their own bar that they brought from Ontario. So this is actually the counter from that. And he just kind of used some wood that he got from Home Depot and built me a bar. And so now I have all of my like cubby things underneath here. I actually got this brown one from Amazon. Originally it was going to be used in the hallway, but we took the rest of the bar and made a proper storage unit in the hallway for the bathroom out there. So I just have it in here now, and it has like sewing and yarn and all that stuff in here. And then off to the side here, which you can't even see right now because of the table, so these are my other sketchbooks and like art books and some smaller canvases on my black shelves. Yeah, that's my new studio. Here we go. So now that things are set up and clean and organized and there's a system, I'm actually able to film in here. So get ready for some fun art videos coming out soon. Yay!